More trouble for Governor Sim Fubara as Supreme Court gives a landmark judgment. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. The Supreme Court has barred the 36 governors of the Federation from further retaining or utilizing funds that are meant for the 774 local government areas, LGAs, in the country. The Apex Court ruled that it is illegal and unconstitutional for governors to continue to receive and seize funds allocated to the local government areas in their states. It maintained that the dubious practice, which has gone on for over 2 decades, was a clear violation of Section 162 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. In its lead judgment that was delivered by Justice Emmanuel Agim, the Apex Court held that no House of Assembly of any state has the power to make laws that could in any manner interfere with monies meant for the local government areas, stressing that the law mandated that local government areas must be governed by democratically elected officials. The Supreme Court ordered that forthwith funds meant for the LGAs must be directly paid to them from the Federation account. Demands of justice require a progressive interpretation of the law. It is the position of this court that the Federation can pay local government area allocations to the LGAs directly or pay them through the states. In this case, since paying them through states has not worked, justice of this case demands that the local government area allocations from the Federation account should henceforth be paid directly to the local government areas. The Apex Court held that it further declared unconstitutional the appointment of caretaker committees by governors to run the affairs of the local government areas. It held that the 36 states are under obligation to ensure democratic governance at the third tier of government. The judgment followed a suit the federal government filed to secure financial autonomy for the LGAs. Earlier, the court dismissed preliminary objections the state governors filed to challenge the competency of the suit. Meanwhile, the leadership of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has warned members of the Rivers State House of Assembly loyal to the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike to desist from actions and utterances capable of disrupting peace and governance in the state. The party, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Debo Olugunagba, counseled the former lawmakers to wake up to reality that they were no longer members of the Rivers State Assembly by virtue of self-executory provisions of Section 109 sub 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and as such could not gather or issue any notice to the governor in the capacity of members of Rivers State House of Assembly. This was a former National Publicity Secretary of the party, Kola Olugbondianya. He also blamed the People's Democratic Party leadership for not rising in support of Governor Similaye Fubara over political crisis in the state. The caution from the PDP came against the backdrop of a purported 7-day ultimatum issued by the lawmakers to Fubara to represent the 2024 budget, which a faction of the House had already been passed and signed into law. According to Olugunagba, this action by these individuals seeking to assume the powers of the River State House of Assembly is apparently with the intention to cause crisis, undermine and disrupt the democratic and constitutional order in the state in clear violation of Section 1 sub 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, having irretrievably lost their seats upon their defections from the PDP, the political party platform upon which they were elected into River State House of Assembly. They cannot enjoy the powers, rights, privileges, recognitions, and obligations of members of River State House of Assembly, he said. The People's Democratic Party therefore charged the Inspector General of Police to note that subversive actions of the lawmakers and take immediate actions to protect the institution of democracy, peace, and security in River State. The party also called on the people of River State to remain vigilant, law-abiding, and continue to work together for continued stability, peace, and delivery of democracy dividends in River State on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). But Olugbondianya, who spoke while appearing in a program on Arise Television, said the party should have acted more in favor of Fubara. First and foremost, I have been in sympathy with Governor Fubara over the circumstances in which he finds himself, he stated. When this crisis started, I did say that this party must rise in support of the governor, whether he intends to leave or not. As we speak, since he has not made a public declaration, the party must rise in his support. But the events that followed showed that the party did not rise in support of Governor Fubara. I recall that at the last NEC meeting, Fubara rose and made a demand concerning the caretaker committee that was constituted in Rivers State. He said he has issued with Rivers being listed among states that will have congresses since the issue of the party's ESCOs had not been resolved. The national chairman said they had agreed at the caucus level to find a political solution. Later, I read about cases in court that encumbered political solutions. But even as we speak, I do not think the party has acted in favor of Fubara, even in a conciliatory theme, he stressed. On the other hand, a former Kaduna Central Senator, Shehu Sani, has said only God can resolve the crisis rocking Rivers State. He posted this on his X handle, formerly known as Twitter handle. Sani wrote, "Rivers State has been left in the hands of God to solve the problems. Rivers State has been experiencing political tension since Governor Sim Fubara assumed office. Fubara and his predecessor Nyesom Wike are fighting over who exerts political control in the state. The crisis has led to the emergence of two parallel speakers, Martin Zamehule and Victor Kojumbo. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's earlier intervention did not yield the expectation as demanded." The senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has faulted the Monday sitting of Martin Zamehule-led assembly. On Monday, the Martin Amehule-led assembly held a sitting at the State Assembly official quarters along Aba Road, Port Harcourt. The House leader, Major Jack, displayed copies of last week's appeal court judgment and that of Justice Omotosho, which ruled in their favor in January, recognizing Mr. Amehule as the Speaker of the House. They issued a 7-day ultimatum to Governor Similayo Fubara to present the 2024 budget to them. Mr. Amehule read a letter that they plan to send to the governor. In the letter dated 8th of July, they barred the government from spending from the state's Consolidated Revenue Fund. They accused the governor of breaching some sections of 1999 Constitution as amended and the Rivers State Local Government Amended Law 2023, amongst others. They said the governor's dealings with and recognitions of the assembly made up of the said suspended lawmakers constituted gross misconduct and abuse of office. But Mr. Falana said Amehule and his colleagues were no longer lawmakers in Rivers State following their defection last year. The lawyer said they can only return as lawmakers if re-elected, 25 of them if they claim they are legislators and they pass any bill. Anybody can go to court and challenge it, unless they want to have some political solutions, and political solutions will mean that those who have left should go back to the electorate for renewal of their mandate. Once you decamp, you automatically lose your seat. You have to go and test your popularity before the electorate, Falana said. Are they saying they are still members of PDP or what? Mr. Falana also said the Court of Appeal only ruled on the jurisdiction of the State High Court and not on the status of Martins, Amehule and others. He said the appeal court ruling does not mean they could now carry out their legislative duties as lawmakers. The Court of Appeal did not say that they remain lawmakers because they had left their seats. It's automatic, Mr. Falana asserted.